Welcome to the Screencast introduction to Nocturnal. Nocturnal is a new web application for finding places near you that are open late. I just want to kind of talk you through some of the ideas behind it and use it in front of you so you can see how it works. So here you have your basic Nocturnal front page, what you'll see when you're logged in. You can see your haunts, which we'll talk about later, your starting points. This one's taken from your Twitter. Friends who are also on Twitter. All the authentication is taken care of through Twitter, so you don't have to have another, you don't have to remember another login and password and so forth. There's also some other fun stuff that we do with integration with Twitter that I will talk to you about later in the podcast. Just reload here. So, like I said, you can search based on the list on the left-hand side, or you can enter a location up top. Let's just start out to get a basic idea. Click on Chicago. And it's going to load up. You'll notice we've got nice, pretty URLs. So if you enter a zip code or a state, you'll see just the state. It's fairly friendly that way. I'm recording this kind of late, so we might not find a great deal of places. But as you'll see, over here you've got a list of all the places in the area. You can zoom out and the list will update. There's a lot of places closed in Chicago. So you get the general idea. You can see that the place is closed because the little owl icon is sleeping and has Z's over its head. Let's find another place that maybe has some open places that are open a little late so we can get a better idea. Here's an Applebee's. So here you'll see the title of the listing, the chain that it belongs to, as well as its address, how far away it is from the center point of the search, their phone numbers, and today's hours. It'll tell you a rough estimation of when it closes as well. You click on the site, it'll center it on the map here. You can scroll around a little more. The owls with question marks means there are no hours listed. So we can click on those and see what we can do about adding information to those. But for now I want to click more here so we can come to the place page. Here's the categories. So we can add categories in the add and edit page. The chain, the name, same kind of information. You get a more detailed hours list. You can click haunt if this is a place that you regularly go, that you're considered a regular at. You can also tweet from here using this box. You can enter whatever you want. If you want to enter a review, you can review things like +2, +1, -1, -2, give details and so forth. So that's how that works, and all of it'll be listed here on the timeline for the individual place. Go back home. You can also add a place. And this is fairly nifty. I've got to think of a place that's not in the database. Bloomington. That's not at all what I mean. Well, it would appear that I can't actually find a place that's not in the database. That's exciting. Anyway, the basic idea is that if you have a place that is already in the database, you won't be able to fill it in automatically. Here we go. Here's one that's not in our database. The Applebee's Neighborhood Grill in Eden Prairie. Autofill will fill in all the information automatically. So we can add their website, add categories. Atmosphere, I would say, is casual, and then we'll add that. So you get that idea. Hours is another flexible field, which is pretty cool. You can do any number of things, like Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 a.m., And it accepts all variants, so, or pretty much all variants. So just try it. It'll show up if it's there. If it's not there, just try to format it slightly prettier. So there's that. And you can see a preview of what the hours will look like. We can add that place to the database, and it'll be there. So we'll go Eden Prairie. Actually, I'll just type in the zip code. And there we go. Applebee's Bar and Grill. So that's that. Like I said before, you can scroll around and see what's near you. There you have the basic functionality of Nocturnal. We hope you find it useful. If you have any questions, mail owl@Noctur.nl, or hit me up on Twitter, twitter.com/drwicked. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks very much. Good night.